In the last lecture, you learned 10 specific traffics to increase your organic likes. Now, I hope you've taken action on some of those. I have, and I've taken a little bit of a break from recording. I've let those marketing campaigns run. And now what I want to do in this lecture is really share those results with you and to guide you through Facebook Insights. It's Facebook's reporting system, their analytics system, and I'll really show you how to find growth opportunities in these reports. The first thing I think you should think about when you're approaching Facebook Insights is think about Facebook Insights as your own personal marketing advisor. The reports in Facebook are definitely not that scary. They're easy to understand. And you should really consult Facebook Insights to find out which types of posts really resonate with your audience and then post these more often. You don't need to guess your way to success on Facebook. So we're going to look at these 5 different reports. The first 3 are kind of a little bit harder to read, but definitely posts and people, very easy to understand. There's really actionable stuff out of those. So all you need to do is come into your Facebook page, and before we even go into Insights up here, you can really see a little bit of a preview of some of your marketing results and metrics here. So this week I've reached 295 people, I had 92 post engagements, 29 signups, so people clicking through here, which was a bit of a surprise for me, 6 website clicks, which is great to see people returning to my website, and that clicks down through this link here. And also I got 2 5-star reviews, which is not something I expected, but was great to see. Overall as well, I think the Facebook setting up the page has been a huge benefit already, because I'm starting to see really a much better understanding of my buyer persona here. I can see people's profiles. I can see really, some of what they're really up to, what their lives are like. And that really helps me to understand much better who my buyer persona is. And that allows me to serve them better if I can really define that in much more concrete terms. And seeing people's faces, it's much easier to do than looking just at Google Analytics or just looking at their email address in MailChimp. You cannot really get the context anywhere else about your buyer persona than you can see here on Facebook. So if we go back to the very start of our Facebook marketing course notes here, that was one of the key reasons why Facebook is important for your business. You can really gather a lot of valuable marketing information and use the Facebook Insights to dig deeper into it as well. So now that we have some context about our audience, let us return to Facebook Insights and really come in here, and I'll share what has really been successful for me. So the first couple of reports we're going to look at is likes. This is the first report here. This will really show you the number of people who have liked your page within a specific time range, and also where that happens. You can see a breakdown of paid versus organic, as well as how many people unliked your page. All right, so what you can see here is just a visual of that. You can see the page likes as of today, so that's not too bad within about 5-6 days. And down here as well, I can see the net likes. Nobody's unliked. I've had no paid likes. This has all been organic. Where it happened on my page as well, I can see a lot of it happen on my page. Some coming from page suggestions, and some coming from uncategorized desktop and mobile there as well. So that's a quick one. You're just really seeing that top line figure, how many page likes as of today. The next report is really reach. This is an important metric because it tells you how many people have seen your posts. You can also see positive engagement metrics such as likes, comments, and shares. So there is a report here, and I think this is not as maybe easy to look at, although you can see the number of likes, etc., as maybe just coming into your Facebook page itself. You can really see the reach per post. So 372 reached here, which is great to see. That's a lot bigger than my page likes. So obviously that is extended out of my social graph into other people's. And I think a big part of that was I suggest people tag a friend or colleague you can take the course with. And a lot of people did that. They tagged their friends, and that allowed me to extend the reach of this post really beyond the limited amount of likes that I had when I kicked this whole thing off. So you can see this got a huge amount of engagement, but really keeping focused on the reach here. I can see that on a per post basis, and personally I think that's an easier place to look at it than inside of the reports. But now you know what it is. It's really shows you how many people have seen your posts. Now visits, this is actually been relabeled slightly, so let me show you where this is and I'll update that afterwards. That is really page views, and what I can see here, the total views, total people who viewed, and really the top sources. That's probably the most interesting thing in this report, really the sources of the views of my page coming from Facebook itself, and then people coming from Udemy. Moving then we have the fourth post where we can really get insights, which is the post report. And this really analyzes your content based on post type. Now this is probably the most actionable report that's going to be in here. Straight away, it's very easy to read because you can see a preview of the posts that you've made, the date that you published them, the type of posts. And I can see very clearly here straight away that the Facebook contest that I set up to win 2 free passes to this course has been working extremely well. There's a video in there, it's reached a lot of people, and there's been a lot of engagement on it as well because I've kind of incentivized people to engage. And so I'm going to think about how I can do more of these type of contests to really engage people. Also, if I look here at this post that I made quite recently, I suggested that people tag a friend. Let me open this up to make it a little bit easier to see. But essentially, I've tried to encourage people to share this with their friends. And already I can see the results that is working there. So I'll show you how I wrote this, just so you can maybe implement this for yourself. Tag a friend who liked this 24-point Google Analytics audit checklist. So nobody's tagged just yet, but it's clearly working. A very short title like that. There's been good reach on that already. Also because I have more likes now on my page, more people are seeing that, and there's been some engagement on that as well. So we'll see how that runs out. But clearly, I think incentivizing people and getting them to tag friends to bring it and share it with their friends is a key way that you can grow, even with a very, very limited number of likes like I have right from the start. The very last report that we're going to look at is people, and we already looked a little bit at our fan base in terms of the getting context by seeing their profiles. But now let's look at the actual data and see what that has to say. We can come into the people profile here, and there are really 2 tabs here. And as I've said here, people will really show you the demographics of your fan base. You can see things like gender, location, language, and compare people reach versus people engaged. And this is an important comparison here. I can really see that I reached a lot of people in this age group here. And now this might be because I have shared this with my friends. A lot of my friends are in this age bracket. But if I look at actually the people who have engaged, it is actually more males within this age range here. We saw that 18% of my audience are in this segment here. So that's interesting to see that the people who have engaged especially are between 35 and 44, mostly men. And that's interesting to me because when I'm thinking about a course that I'm selling here, it's probably not people starting a job for the first time. These are maybe people who want to learn new skills or change jobs. So if I think about my sales page and my sales pitch, I should really be considering these people and taking this information into context with me. Now that really wraps up on the 5 Facebook Insights reports that you can use to measure your success and find growth opportunities. And that really wraps up on this Facebook marketing course as well. In the next lecture, I'm really going to recap on what we have covered, and also I'm going to give you an incentive to finish out to get your Facebook page published, and I'll help you really promote your Facebook page. All the details in the next lecture.